Welcome to a new edition of the Famous Interviews with Joe Dimino. On this episode, we talk with pharmacist, business owner, and podcaster Anna Brook. She is passionate about personal development and the power of the mind. Anna started the Intern podcast in October of 2022 to inspire and motivate her listeners. A believer of living life on her terms, Anna has worked as a pharmacist since 2016. During that time, she's developed leadership and communication skills, as well as active listening and compassion towards her patients. In addition to her career as a pharmacist, Anna is a certified holistic health coach and the co-founder of Biomental, a nutritional supplement company based out of New York City. Enjoy this interview.
Thank you for taking a minute out today. I appreciate it.
Of course, no problem.
So before we get into your life, and talk about your life as a pharmacist and a podcaster, I want to start off with what we've all gone through for the last 3 years with COVID, and I'm curious how you survived that time period now that the world's waking up, and how has it changed the way that you live your life and the way that you conduct business now?
Yeah, so we can talk about, when I was still working as a pharmacist full-time, my life pretty much continued the same in terms of I had to come in person as an essential worker. And also, it affected my health as well because I was always interacting with people who were sick all the time coming to the pharmacy. And that, kind of affected me in a way that I started thinking about, other possibilities because people started working from home. Everybody was kind of focusing on what matters to them. But for me, I had no choice but to continue working because of where I've been. And that put a lot of pressure on me. And that's also, started my kind of internal process of development because it made me realize that it has to be something else that I can do for myself that allows me to prioritize my mental and physical health above working for somebody, because in the end of the day, it's my life and I have to be responsible for it. So, and that's how it also affected, what I'm doing right now because of that.
So let's get a handle on exactly what you do, exactly where you are right now in your life. And I'm going to put you in front of a bunch of third graders at a career day. And one of the kids looks up at you and says, "What do you do for a living?" How do you answer them?
I'm a health coach. Also, I have my nutritional supplement company where I'm a co-founder. So I'm growing that company as well. And I started a podcast that, I dedicate time consistently and dropping 3 episodes a week. So I talk to people, network, and also see opportunities of growing as a business as well. So I have multiple roles that I'm playing at the moment, as well as working as a pharmacist, but that's something already transitioned as being part-time. So right now I'm in a phase where I try to transition fully into that business owner role.
So when you were in the third grade, what did you want to be when you grew up? What was your dream?
In my third grade, I always saw myself being on the stage. For some reason, I felt like I liked talking to people, interacting, and I wanted people to, learn from me so I can be somebody they listen to, and also wanted to show them what's possible and to inspire them, to help them. So it's just, I remember that. I mostly thought about being on the stage as, being a singer or some kind of person who entertains. But at the same time, now I'm looking back, I think that was more about just feeling that energy of people that connecting to me and that I'm the one that's inspiring them in some way.
So are you happy with how everything's turned out?
Yeah, definitely. Because again, if it wasn't due to COVID or other, events in my life that happened that was hard to go through, but it made me realize that, life is not about suffering. We're supposed to follow our dreams, our passion, and look into who we really are and what we want in our life. Because, time goes fast and, there is no tomorrow. Nothing is guaranteed. So we have to live our life today. And with knowing that, we have to change what we're doing. Because if not, then, what's the point?
So all of these things that have become who you are now start in childhood. Talk to me a little bit about where you were born and raised and how some of these seeds began in you as a child.
So I've been actually born back in Russia, a different country, and I had, both parents. Everything was fine, and it's just, we've been always told, at least like I have a lot of people in my circle who are telling me the same thing. Always people telling how you're supposed to get education, start working for somebody, and just, wait until you're 65, you retire, and then you can relax and enjoy life and travel and have that freedom of time, right? So, and that's what I've been told, and I always, thought about how I'm supposed to have good grades and finish all those different degrees. And I felt like I needed to prove myself to my parents as well in some kind of way that, and this is what they expect me to do and this is what I should do. So with that idea, I've been always focused on just starting working and earning money, and that was my life pretty much. And then I put everything aside in terms of what really made me feel alive, which wasn't just my work. And again, I didn't know what that was until I started looking into myself and understanding myself, because I kind of shut it down and I thought it wasn't that important, right? So, but again, I'm grateful for what I have and what parents gave me, but it's just this different mindset that we've been raised with. And if I didn't change it for myself, then I know that I would pass it on to my kids as well. So it's kind of like generational pattern that happens. And until we disrupt it and realize that something is not right, it's going to continue.
So who's been a consistent hero or role model for you in your life?
I would say my mom, because she showed me the courage. So mostly we've been, moving from one country to another. So I saw her being fearless in a way. So she showed me that, we can try different things, and even if something didn't go the way we expected, it's all right. You can continue, try something else. So that was kind of important lesson for me to learn, and she set that example. So definitely I was trying to follow that, and that's why for me, even though it was hard, I have decided, I have to change. I have to start something else, because again, in the end of the day, it's our choice. But my mom definitely was the one doing that. But also my dad, he always encouraged me. He believed in me, and and with that support, when you feel that people see you more than you see yourself, they see your potential, and that actually gives you that motivation as well to try. So both of them, they impacted me in a deep level.
So if you could meet anybody alive right now on the planet, who would you love to meet and talk to?
I would talk to Steve Jobs. For some reason, I always follow people who are leaders and creative thinkers. somebody who came up with an idea or innovation in, and even after they're gone, everybody knows who they are. And their legacy stays for a long time. It will stay for another, 100 years or more. So that's somebody who received that idea, that genuine idea, by being authentic. And what it really is to know what you can do and who are you being. And with that knowledge, you can do so much. But again, like those people that we know, like I'm saying Steve Jobs because, again, Apple, my favorite, iPhone is one of the greatest invention, I think. And why is that? Why he was the one who invented it? So what he could possibly know or share in terms of like insight, wisdom that could help others and me as well to continue that path and maybe also be the one who will be remembered long time after I'm gone, because that's what matters, how we leave our footprint after, we're no longer here. And that could happen any minute. Again, no guarantees about tomorrow. That's what we keep in mind usually, that, life is, like we don't know when it's going to happen, but at the same time, we're not valuing that time right now and, seeing it passing by without doing anything. So definitely he would be on my top 3, list of people who I would love to talk to.
So, speaking of Steve Jobs, there's always motivators that make us do what we do. What is it that motivates you every day to accomplish what you want to do?
So for me, it's important to be still and mindful and at peace. And that usually helps to be clear also on what the next steps I'm going to take that will lead me closer to my goal, to my purpose. In order to be at peace, I have that meditation practice that I do every single day, usually in the morning and before nighttime, at least 15 minutes. And that sets my day for success from the beginning. Also, when I'm saying myself what I'm grateful for right now with what I have and, understanding that I came to this point because of what I went through in my past, knowing all of that, owning all of that, accepting myself, embracing of who I am, without any regrets. So I release every type of negative feeling that I might have had in the past. But now, in this moment, I'm grateful for everything. And I know that good things are coming my way. And in my mind, I'm just envisioning while meditating, and envisioning and seeing myself already having what I want to have, and knowing that my day goes well, and then know that this meeting or interview or whatever I'm planning is going to go just as I imagined, or even better. So I don't see myself failing at any type of event or opportunity, because I know that it's important to set that attitude going in to that event or opportunity, because that's what matters. That's what kind of predetermines of what you're going to have. And it works for me every single time. And it's not just me saying it, because when I'm practicing that, every day goes just as perfect. And you see how it's like naturally flowing with no stress, no resistance. And when you're in that no resistance mode, and it's just, you kind of like know what to expect already. You know that everything will go the way you planned. And I would definitely recommend others to try on a daily basis and see for themselves. Even give like 30 days to see. But it has to be consistent. That's the point. Because with just you trying once a week or once a month, it's not going to make a difference. But eventually, over time, it calms your mind. It gives you that clarity, and it helps you to feel that, you are just where you need to be, and you're safe, and you are accomplishing something at the moment. You on the way of creating your life the way you kind of envision it. So for me, I would say meditation has to be incorporated on a daily basis, starting with the small increments, 10, 15 minutes, and maybe increasing even longer than that. A lot of good effects, and actually it also affects the memory. I notice how, my mind just becomes sharper and sharper every single time.
So everyone out there has a perception of you. Your family, your friends, your fans. But Anna, you're the one in control of your life. What's your perception of you? Who do you think you are?
Right. My perception of me, I see myself as being independent, responsible, all kind of creative, and person that could handle everything. So I'm always considering myself, I would say, a teacher, a speaker, and a friend. So all those three qualities, that's who I am. And again, I'm going to acquire even more than that as I grow into my life further on. But I wouldn't say I'm just one role. I play different roles, and I know people might perceive me in different lenses through their personal, experiences with me. But in my understanding of how I interact with people, what I share with them, how I impact them, I usually focus on delivering the best outcome. And it comes through my, communication, interaction, and sharing what I learned, my experiences, and how I can help them with any type of advice so they can get through the same experience maybe in a much easier way. So that's why I said teacher, because I like to kind of educate and help people and let them learn something that they didn't know before. Also a speaker, because I like to inspire others, to motivate them with my sharing my story and giving examples of what worked for me, and also what could they get, like what kind of benefit they could get if they're gonna use the same tools that I use. And with me knowing that, everything that I share is for the better good of all of us, because I believe in ripple effect. If I share something with one person, it could ripple very fast, and impacting one person, in fact, could impact hundreds. So I'm very, intentional when I'm talking to somebody. I don't just say anything. When I say something meaningful, it's something behind the words that I'm saying. So I'm always thinking about what words I'm going to choose to formulate that statement, something that could trigger maybe a thought in that person, a thought that could lead to an understanding. So, for me, through the power of words, you can either harm somebody or encourage somebody. So you have to be always mindful of what you choose to say to other people, because you can't take words back, and that's important. And a friend, somebody who can listen to you, the person that you have safe space with, a person who doesn't judge you, who give you the opportunity to speak up and to feel that, everything is okay, you can move on. And that's been always for me a thing, because I needed somebody to talk to. Even though I had parents who were loving, caring, but I always felt like I was judged in a way. But again, maybe it was just in my mind. This is how I thought. But everybody needs somebody to talk to, either a friend or some accountability partner or a coach, a person who can listen to what is on your mind, what's bothering you, what are the issues you're going through, and really give you that space to get to understanding yourself by maybe guiding you, asking certain questions. But again, you have to know that nothing that you can say is, something bad. So sometimes people get that idea that, something that they're going through is just they experiencing themselves only. But in fact, we all know what that is. And with you releasing that and allowing yourself to be in a space where, you forgive yourself, that's important. And that helps you to move on. So you need somebody to give you that space and a shoulder to cry on, and being all of that, really what fulfills me. I feel the purpose of what I'm doing when I'm playing those roles. But again, maybe it's a long answer to your question, but this is how I perceive myself.
That's wonderful. No, you really hit a lot of points that I was looking for. Anna, if anyone out there wants to learn more about you and listen to your podcast, anything pertaining to your world, where's the best place on the web for them to go?
Oh, yeah. So I would advise them to check Instagram or Facebook at Intern Podcast. That's the handle. Soon I'm going to release the video channel, YouTube channel as well. So it's coming up with all of the episodes, video episodes. But for now, they can go to Instagram, Intern Podcast, and they will see all the information in terms of the links to Spotify, Apple, and there is also Intern store that I have with the merchandise as well. So every information is found on those pages right now, and I would be happy for you to listen and give me a review if you like. And of course, you're always welcome to check our website. Thanks.
Absolutely. Anna, this has been great. Thank you for opening up about your world and letting us all in for a little while. I appreciate it. Good luck with everything.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure talking to you, and I hope you have a good day.
Thanks for tuning in to another famous interview with Joe Dimino, where we cover the world of art, literature, business, spirituality, music, and more from around the globe. If you want to hear more interviews, visit the Famous Interviews with Joe Dimino channel on YouTube. Find us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Thanks again for listening, and until next time.